got quite a bit of wind going right now, but this is one of my only chances to talk on the way up in this run. I'm feeling every bit of yesterday's hill repeat workout on the Emerson Spurl Trail. You can tell I'm barely able to get words out at this point. I'm closing out a goal of 31,000 feet for the month of March. It's a goal I've had for a lot of other months in the past, but never this early post-winter. So it's been fun to try to squeeze that running and that climbing in so early in the season. But I've got a couple days left. I'm trying to squeeze it all in today. I started down by the schools. You saw the beginning of that route up here to the flume. I'm headed over to Basin Road, then on to Perseverance with the plan to jump up onto the Mount Juneau Trail and then just wear myself out, climbing up that trail as best I can. And yeah, yesterday I was trying to do my filming with the mirrorless camera. The weather was great, trail conditions were wonderful. I was feeling pretty good, but the video just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So I'm back at it again today. I don't know whether this wind is gonna let me get what I want out of today's run either, video-wise. And you can tell I'm on the 360 cam, which is not my favorite video output, but makes it a lot easier for me to talk and move at the same time. So that's the goal today. Coming past some people up here, so I'll put this thing away. I just took the ramp up onto Perseverance Trail. You saw the trailhead sign saying it's another quarter mile up the road, but this is just an alternative access that in most ways counts as being on the trail from the middle of Basin Road instead of the end. I'm or at least I was, just about 1.25 miles when I took that entrance onto the trail with a little under 270 feet of climbing so far, which means I may be about 1/9 of the way to my goal. And man, my legs do not feel like they want to do that 8 more times. So yeah, well, this is gonna be a tough one. I don't think it's gonna be pretty, but I'm hoping I can get the job done. It's another beautiful day. It's been one of Juneau's most amazing spring breaks from public school. Snow's gone on so many of the trails. It's been long gone on the beaches, things like that. Still got a lot of ice on some of the lakes and some deepish snow back in the valleys. But yeah, temperatures have been climbing into the low 50s just a little bit for the last few days. Lots of sunshine. I am blessed. Definitely recognize that every day. Oh man, those benches were about 560 feet. Climbed from where I started. I'm almost 2 miles in now. I had to hike a long way to get to snow. People putting in the work though. Gotta love that. There's Ebner Falls and Gold Creek, and this is the last really steep pitch of Perseverance Trail before you get to the lower grade climbing that takes you out to the end at the back of Silver Bow Basin. I'm hanging in there so far. Has a very little bit of a break there. We're just, okay, maybe 20 meters from the turnoff onto the Mount Juneau Trail now. I'm really gonna have to buckle down on this. I thank you. have a little bit of technical section here. And also I'm stopping mostly because I just cleared 1,000 feet of climb since I started this run at the parking lot. So I was gonna walk just long enough to check in. I've already thought about turning back a couple of times off this mountain climb and looking for some more runnable grade. But I know there's too much snow up there to get out of it what I want to. I could just repeat what I've done so far, but as soon as I pack the camera back up when I'm done talking to you, I'm gonna go back to my goal of trying to slow this way, way down. And if I can hike less than 10% of what I'm doing and keep moving forward, then I'll keep moving forward. If I drop to under 90% running, then I'll call it a day. And we'll see if we can pick up some elevation somewhere else, or just finish this month up tomorrow and the next day with something easier. But yeah, anyway, better keep going. All right, truth is, it's been a while since I was keeping to my rule of if I have to hike, have to stop. There's way more snow on this trail than I was expecting. Down here, well under 1,500 feet. But yeah, I probably just need to look for a spot to show off the views and call it good. Oh boy, what do we got going on over there? All the brush around here makes it hard to show anything. Yeah, this snow is, I guess, something should have known, but yeah, not what I was anticipating. Having been up Roberts just a couple days ago and enjoying the tree cover over there, none of which we have here. All right, I'm just a couple feet away from my watch telling me I've got 1,500 feet of climbing in so far. I have to go get the other 600-ish that I need somewhere else. Because, yeah, there's a lot of open sections on this trail, so this is not probably going to get any better. There might be some decent sections. It's going to be a tough go in the downhill till I get out of the snow. Like, nice little craggy outcropping up there in the sunshine. We got, it's got to be Gold Ridge over on the other side. Sheep and Adams, something like that. And then Mount Juno Ridge is off behind us over here. All right, down we go. All right, that's the verdict. 3 laps, 1,500 feet, three laps, meaning 3 miles. And yeah, let's turn this camera off for a little bit. Get out of here. Some embarrassing sections mixed in to this supposed downhill running because I do not trust these rocks. Just like that one right there. They will be more than happy to move underneath my feet. And my legs are not in the kind of shape that recovers from shifting ground. More like the kind of buckles under uneven steps. I see Perseverance Trail again, finally. You'd think that descent would have been slow enough to help me recover a little bit from the climb, but there's some serious pressure on the quads trying to come down that. But I think I'm just going to head up this direction, take advantage of however much of Perseverance Trail is snow-free, just to get some easy miles in, and so that I can reassess whether there's any hope of me making this goal today without having to double back on anything I've already done. I'll probably have to scramble up a little of the roughest section of Mount Roberts if I really want to get (2,100 feet today. and 31,000 feet for the month. But I might be able to squeeze out another 200 feet here before the snow. Yeah, no, 50 maybe. Oh boy. All right, I made the last second call to sneak off the main Perseverance Trail onto this, the Red Mill Trail, in the hopes of squeezing some extra few feet out of this that I wouldn't be able to get otherwise. And there's snow up here, and it might turn me back eventually, but it hasn't been as bad as I thought it was going to be so far. So thanks, Red Mill Trail, for finding me at least extra 100 feet. I wasn't going to get anywhere else in Silver Bow Basin. Whew. Yeah, back to climbing. I just skipped the turnoff from the Red Mill Trail onto the Glory Hole overlook. Just the overlook area above some collapsed mining tunnels. Anyway, I think if I had tried it, I might have made it to the elevation I was after for today, but I didn't think the snow was gonna be worth it. So we're just gonna finish the Red Mill Trail, hope it stays in decent shape, and that it doesn't turn out I should have just gone back the way I came. But I got a lot. I got a lot more of what I needed by coming up this route. So could be that snow or no snow, it was all worth it. It was definitely all runnable, at least if this counts as running. All right, made it back to Perseverance. That was a snowy section of trail, and as fun as it would be to make it out to the end of Perseverance today by turning the other direction back there, it doesn't really help me meet my goals. I'm pretty flat from here to the end, and yeah, so we're just gonna see what else presents itself while we head back. It's been a fun run so far. And I think it won't be too long before I can get back out of the snow. We'll see whether Granite Creek Trail looks like a reasonable place to climb. The couple hundred more feet I need. All right, moment of truth is coming up here. Is this bit of Granite Creek Trail climbable? If so, I think we can finish things off, and if not, well, we're in trouble. Will the snow stay away? Long enough. All right, that's 2,000 feet cleared. I think I need just over 100 more. Probably would have been a good idea to really nail down that stat for today, so I knew what I needed for the month. On the other hand, I am running tomorrow and Monday, so if I'm close, we can still count it as done. Got some downhill footprints here. Makes you wonder whether they came up to, or did somebody do the whole ridge in the last couple days. Somebody with stronger legs than me, if they pulled that off, which there are plenty of people like that. So I'm definitely shouldn't be pretending to be something I'm not. That's 2,063 feet, and this is going to be more snow than climb until a section you probably can't really see through the bushes back there. So we're gonna have to yeah, it looks snowy in an unhelpful way back there. I think we got this taken care of. We'll see what happens on the rest of the way back. I think a couple of outward climbs are gonna hopefully push me up over 2,100 feet for the day. And that's gonna be very, very close to what I need for the month. So, all right, we're gonna call it basically downhill from here. Just gotta get back to the car in one piece. Thanks for coming along on the ride so far. We'll see what else we find to film on the way down. That view just stopped me dead in my tracks. Wish I had a different camera for you to enjoy it on. The 360 degree field of view that this camera is designed for does not do that justice. What an incredible sight, though. I see you there, Mount Juneau Trail. I'll be back. You'll have less snow, and I will have fresher legs. We'll get another round in. Last uphill of any significance, and this one's gonna get me over that 2,100 foot goal for the day, I'm pretty sure. So we'll check at the top and we'll be home free. We got it, everybody. Thanks for hanging with me. All right, that was my last couple feet of meaningful uphill on this descent. Coming down this is taking a lot out of me. The basically 6,000 feet of vertical gain climbing I've done in the last 3 days, 3 runs, has left me pretty wiped. But I appreciate you guys sticking with me today. It's been awesome. We're gonna close things out here on the flume and then just cruise back into the car. It's been a great run. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time.